Rapper A$AP Rocky has been on the news a lot this year, and believe me when I tell you it hasn't just been about Rihanna and their child together. From his arrest to being involved in a shooting, Rocky has had quite the heat with the feds. Unfortunately, things got a lot messier for him as the man he allegedly shot turned out to be a member of Rocky's A$AP mob. I bet you're itching to know the details of this arrest. Keep watching till the end of this video to see the details of A$AP Rocky shooting A$AP Relli. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. A$AP Rocky arrested. On Wednesday, April 20th, A$AP Rocky's name was all over the internet after he got busted by the cops at the Los Angeles International Airport. Rocky was blindsided by cops when they showed up at a private LAX terminal and put him in handcuffs, all while a pregnant and shocked Rihanna looked at him as her man was taken away. Rocky was arrested in connection with a shooting that happened in November 2021. As hard as it was for fans to believe that A$AP Rocky would be involved in a shooting, it actually happened. In fact, the Los Angeles Police Department had to confirm it in a statement. A$AP Rocky, who was named as a prime suspect in the shooting, was returning from a trip to Barbados with Rihanna, his girlfriend currently in the third trimester with their first child, when officers detained him at the Los Angeles International Airport before arresting him for assault with a deadly weapon. According to reports, there had been an ongoing investigation concerning the shooting, and A$AP Rocky had been a part of it. An argument had escalated and resulted in the suspect firing a handgun at the victim, according to the tweeted statement from the LAPD. The police, however, revealed in the statement that the victim received medical attention, sustaining only minor injuries. Police say Rocky, who was the prime suspect, and two other men fled the scene on foot. Rocky is accused of firing 3 to 4 shots at the accuser, who believed one of the bullets grazed his left hand. Detectives worked diligently to investigate and corroborate the reporting information that helped identify the suspects involved, police said. Evidence against A$AP Rocky. Seeing Rocky in cuffs and hearing the side of the story where he was mixed up with a gun left fans thinking about the full details of the story. Well, here's what went down. The cops claim that A$AP Rocky knew the alleged victim, and the alleged shooting happened after an argument between them. The alleged victim of the shooting claims A$AP Rocky and two other men approached him on the night of November 6, 2021 in Los Angeles, near Vista Del Mar and Selma Avenue. The complainant goes on to claim that Rocky pulled out a gun and shot at him 3 or 4 times, with one bullet striking the victim in his hand. The motive for the alleged shooting is not known. However, the A$AP Rocky arrest drama didn't end at the airport. Shortly after Rocky was arrested, several outlets obtained clips showing the police serving a warrant at A$AP Rocky's Los Angeles home. The video, which a bystander took, showed a half-dozen police officers in full riot gear approach, which is reported to be the rapper's gated property. The officers used a battering ram to gain access to Rocky's home. While one officer hit the door with the device 3 times, another officer used a different tool to pry the door open, making it fall. Alongside the video of the cops tearing down his front door were pictures of officers removing boxes of papers from Rocky's home. There were about 6 to 7 LAPD vehicles throughout A$AP Rocky's residential street, including 2 parked on either end, blocking traffic from entering or exiting. No one other than police and a few paparazzi was on the street during the aftermath of the police search warrant, the source shared. A black Cadillac Escalade was parked in front of the home, blocking the gated driveway. At one point, a blue convertible arrived at the residence and was quickly ushered into the driveway, with another vehicle following behind to block the gate. During this time, a male who seemed to be a friend of A$AP's was replaced by a bodyguard to guard the front door. Once the police left, it was quiet outside of the residence, short of a few remaining paparazzi. A$AP Rocky's victim. In the late hours of August 10, 2022, news began spreading around social media that a former A$AP mob member was the victim of the shooting that got A$AP Rocky arrested. Former A$AP mob member Terrell Efron, aka A$AP Relli, came forward as the man that A$AP Rocky allegedly shot last November. Not only did he reveal his identity as the victim, but A$AP Relli has also planned to file a civil suit for assault, battery, and emotional distress against his high school best friend, A$AP Rocky. Although A$AP Rocky is yet to be charged with the offense, he has, however, been served, and he will appear in court on August 17, 2022. With the hearing in sight, A$AP Relli is heating up the situation by raising some cases against A$AP Rocky. Relli has publicly accused A$AP Rocky of luring him into an obscure location in central Hollywood to discuss a disagreement between the two of them, according to a statement provided to several news outlets by Relli's attorneys, Jamal Toussaint and Brian Hurwitz, announcing the lawsuit. The statement reads, "Unbeknownst to Mr. Efron, A$AP Rocky was not just planning for a conversation and came armed with a semi-automatic handgun. After arriving at the location, a conversation ensued whereby, without provocation, warning, or any justification, A$AP Rocky produced the handgun and intentionally fired multiple shots at Mr. Efron." In the statement provided to news outlets, Relli's attorneys said their client has suffered multiple death threats and irreparable harm to his career in the entertainment industry as a result of this incident, adding they expect the civil matter to go to trial. A$AP Rocky and A$AP Relli's history dates back to their days at New York's Baird Rustin High School for the Humanities. While Relli did not rap for the group, he had been involved since its early days, working behind the wheel and appearing in a couple of music videos for the Mob team. A$AP Rocky was, however, the one who brought Relli into the A$AP Mob around 2006. Criminal records. As much as A$AP Rocky tries to stay out of legal troubles, this isn't the first time he's been caught on the wrong side of the law. In fact, he had a more frightening legal drama than the case that is about to be built up against him. You see, back in 2019, Rocky went to Sweden to perform at the Smash Festival, but while walking through the country's capital a few days later on June 30th, a fight broke out on the street near the Max Burger chain. A$AP Rocky and two members of his entourage were arrested in Sweden on July 13, 2019, as they were accused of aggravated assault. The previous day, Rocky had posted videos on Instagram showing two men following him and his entourage around Stockholm. After his arrest, Rocky was detained for 2 weeks by Swedish police, throwing his tour plans into chaos. Do you think A$AP Rocky is guilty of shooting A$AP Relli? What argument would they have had that led to Rocky shooting A$AP Relli? Join the conversation and let us know in the comments section below. That's the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more content. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks.